What's up, everybody? My name is Vincent. Welcome to Cryptolution, where we talk about everything under the moon, the crypto universe. Today's Thursday, July 18th. In today's video, I want to share with you something very important because I believe that DOG, Go to the Moon, also known as the DOG Rune token, is going to be listed on Binance. Now, it's not just Binance. We're talking about centralized exchanges as well, but I want to share with you in this specific video what has surfaced over the past 24 hours regarding Binance research, Richard Tang, the CEO, and also sharing with you statistics and data on why DOG Go to the Moon is not just only the #1 Rune token, but also the #1 Rune token that everybody's eyeing out to list on their exchange first. So without further ado, let's go and begin by smashing that like button, subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to join our Patreon page, and most importantly, please be careful with any of the scammers down in the comments below. I will never reach out via WhatsApp, Telegram, direct messaging, or email, so please be careful and invest safely. So guys and girls, let's get right into it. So you're probably looking at the DOG Go to the Moon price, right? So it's gone down around 3% over the past 24 hours, hovering around above, still important, above a 400 million market cap. That's really important because the 40, also known as the 400 million market cap, has been known to be the support level of the specific token. But it isn't just this specific token. We also saw a dump in Bitcoin's price, going from around 65,000 to 63. Remember, when Bitcoin's price is volatile, typically altcoins, gaming altcoins, and meme coins react even stronger to that. So if Bitcoin goes down, everything else is going to go down harder. In fact, DOG remains to be the top 10 meme coin across all of meme coins on CoinMarketCap. And don't forget, this is the only coin that does not have a centralized exchange listing. This is all community. So let's go into the actual holder count. So if we go over to Magic Eden, the holder count has actually increased 300 since yesterday. That is absolutely insane. We used to be at 77,500. We've gone up to 77,812. I think sooner or later, this is aiming to be at 80,000 holders. That would be fantastic. Now let's go into the nook and cranny of statistics and data. Right now, RuneSland pointed out a great thing regarding volume. As you can see, DOG Go to the Moon has the most volume against all these other Rune tokens within the Rune ecosystem. Roughly within the past week, 53 Bitcoin traded within this token just alone. Next up, we got to talk about Ordinal Nexus that brought up what type of token like DOG Go to the Moon stands in terms of ranking. And it stands to be at the very top as legendary. That's why I tend to focus on DOG Go to the Moon, because it carries this narrative of the free and fair movement. And honestly, that's something that I absolutely support. I do not support team allocations, coal or influencer allocations. Everything is set for success for the specific dog. In terms of whale wallets, DogBTC pointed out that right now, still today, another positive day of accumulation. Why is this important? It's because recently, not only is he covering the top 50 whale wallets, but the top 100. And he's saying within the top 100 whale wallets, they're also seeing massive accumulation within their own wallets, but also something's coming up very soon. I think it's getting everybody very bullish. Now let's talk about dry powder. Now Ren brought up a really great point. He says that native assets on Bitcoin like Ordinals, BRC20 tokens, and Runes have onboarded a lot of users to BTC, and they're sticking around. Now, despite the recent lull, there's 400 million of dry powder of Bitcoin in wallets that have traded these native assets up from literally zero. So why is this really important? Is because some of these wallets, which he accounts that he hasn't accounted for even the ones that haven't been certainly active, but there is dry powder in and out of Runes, BRC20s, and Ordinals. So it just goes to show you that the activity within 3 of these different assets on top of Bitcoin is absolutely huge. We're going to understand why that pays tribute to Bitcoin's price as well. Now let's go and look at in terms of the Bitcoin ecosystem. Now, why are we looking at this chart? When you look at Ethereum's total market cap, you got to look at the ecosystem that's built within Ethereum. So this includes NFTs, this includes gaming, this includes AI, and especially meme coins. Now, in terms of all that, the whole ecosystem, it makes up roughly 75% of the total market cap of Ethereum. But if you look at the Bitcoin ecosystem, we are very early on, roughly around $7 billion in the ecosystem alone, which if you look at Bitcoin's market cap, is roughly around $1.1 to $1.3 trillion, and sooner or later, this could reach up to even $2 trillion. Imagine when either 1 or 5% of this market cap of Bitcoin is unlocked between the ecosystem of Bitcoin. This includes Ordinals, this includes BRC20 tokens, but most importantly, the most fast and efficient token itself, Runes. Now, when we look back on April 22nd, this was a day after the runes launching and also a day after the Bitcoin halving. This article from Decrypt said centralized exchanges are already listing Bitcoin runes. Now, what they're talking about is Gate.io, and right now Gate.io stands to be the #1 centralized exchange. That's the tier 1 that's listed specific runes, specifically dog. But I'm going to go ahead and scroll down a little bit because Trevor, who is the founder of Pizza Ninjas and also of Ninja Alerts, now what Trevor is pointing out is that Binance is teasing listing runes. Again, this was back in April. Now, he brought up a really great point. He said that they didn't list BRC20 tokens until many months after it launched. Why is that important? Because right now we're only 3 months in with runes. I will explain what that all means in just a little bit. Now, I asked ChatGPT, and this is very important for you to understand the process of how coins are being listed, but I asked him, how long does it take for meme coins to be listed on top tier exchanges? So let's go through this kind of bullet list, and we're gonna check off things that Dog to the Moon really qualifies for. Now, does Dog to the Moon have popularity and hype? Absolutely. In fact, it's one of the largest communities within all meme coins, especially dog meme coins, and it's completely active within crypto Twitter. If you just type in the symbol $ and then dog on Twitter, you'll see that there are posts and likes and engagements every single minute, every single hour, every single day. Now, in terms of market capitalization and liquidity, it's the exact same thing. Remember, Dog is the top 10 meme coin within all of CoinMarketCap. That's without a centralized exchange. Shiba Inu didn't even have something like that. But right now we're seeing that happen with Dog to the Moon. And with this, yeah, this is definitely going to check off the list. Now, in terms of number 3, development team and project legitimacy. Now, there is no team. That already checks off the mark right there. Since there's no team allocation, since there's no Cole or influence or insider allocation, this token dog already qualifies for that. And the project legitimacy, it was a free and fair airdrop. So that also qualifies as well. Now, here's the one that really stands out to me the most. Number 4, compliance and regulatory requirements. Now, the reason this is important is because Bitcoin is considered a commodity within the US. Runes, on the other hand, is built on Bitcoin. So in a way, since this is built on Bitcoin, Runes, BRC20 tokens, and Ordinals may have the same protections as Bitcoin. Remember, the US is going through some political event regarding cryptocurrency. I think Bitcoin is going to have a lot more clarity depending on who's going to be running on this country, if it's going to be Trump or Biden. But if it's going to be Trump, that's going to be very bullish for cryptocurrency. Now, number 5, exchange policies and procedures. Basically, they have to review all these different tokens before listing them. Now, are they going to be put in a fast track program, or is it going to be a community-driven listing? I think that Dog is going to be a community-driven listing initiative. That's the most important thing. So that already checks off the mark right there. Now, in terms of funding and listing fees, again, depending on how much money a token has, if they have a team, they can allocate a certain amount of money to pay for a listing of their token on centralized exchanges, and that can help expedite them being listed. But because Dog to the Moon is a free and fair movement, does not pay for market makers, does not pay for centralized exchange listings, then this is a thing that will take the most longest. But again, this is just only one thing that Dog doesn't really check off on. In fact, it checks out 5 out of the 6. That to me is already enough for Dog to the Moon to be listed. Now let's talk about why I think Dog is going to be listed on Binance. This is the nook and cranny of the video as well. Richard Tang, who is the new or present CEO of Binance, because we do know that CC, who currently is serving time, Richard Tang wanted everybody to remember to review the recent report within Binance and Binance Research. Now, one of the things he wanted to point out specifically in this post was meme coins are seeing strong interest and investments. And this is the report right here. But I had already reviewed this report. I'm going to share with you some highlights from this report regarding runes. So here it is right here. This is Binance Research and Richard Tang reporting on runes. Everything in a nutshell. What you need to understand is they recognize that right now the new standard is runes. Runes have dominated in terms of large takeover in total market cap. Also, in terms of the amount of transaction volume, we're seeing that right now runes have represented over 95% of Bitcoin's non-fungible token market, which is this blue marker right here. Now, they're also seeing that the amount of transaction make up 60% on average since their launch in April. And you can see it right here in the blue, it's taking up a large majority of the amount of transaction volume. And that's really important. Again, this little yellow line or this yellow box is actually Bitcoin itself. So right now, this is already dominating dominating in terms of runes. It's dominating over BRC20 tokens. That is incredible. And the last thing I want to share with you is that if you look at the runes market cap compared to the BRC20 market cap, roughly runes make up more than half of BRC20's market cap. And the most important thing is that 42 and 47% of the runes market cap is Doggo to the Moon. So that's why it's really important to understand that it actually takes roughly 3 to 5 months for a token to actually be listed on Binance. But more specifically, runes have only been around for 3 months. It's only been 3 months for runes. So for the fact that right now we're kind of standing on the sidelines waiting for an announcement by any centralized exchange, it's inevitable that Doggo to the Moon is going to be listed on Binance. And not only that, many other exchanges as well. We're talking about Kraken, KuCoin, we're talking about HTX, and also Bybit, OKX. I mean, there's so many out there that this is just the beginning. So you kind of heard my bullishness around this video, but please just take a step back, take a breather. I know this has been very exciting, but I want you to take a breather right now and just understand where you are in the market. Again, Bitcoin's price is definitely effective towards every other cryptocurrency. So as much as I'm bullish right now, pay attention to Bitcoin's price, because if Bitcoin's price goes down, they're going to see everything else go down with it. But the point of this video is that I want you ahead of the game, knowing that runes are going to be listed on these major centralized exchanges. You just saw the proof that I just shared with you in this video. So please share this with anybody that doesn't understand runes, but more specifically, Dog. Educate them, share with them what this is all about, and kind of understand for yourself with the data that you have to make the best investment decision. And remember, I'm not a financial advisor, I'm just an entertainer and educator. You have to do your own due diligence. So if you want to see more videos and you want to get all the updates, you have to subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to join our Patreon page to receive all of our alpha calls and trades regarding Doggo to the Moon. Till then, see you guys girls next time.